Yeah.
Okay, we're here at the Haitian American Friendship Foundation in the Central Plateau of Haiti, and we're in the guest house, and we're with Colin and Carla Wilson, veteran missionaries here. Colin and Carla, I'm so glad that you would sit down and have this conversation with us today.
Happy to do it.
Great. So, I know you guys have been here a long time, and you're really invested in this ministry and in the Haitian people. So can you tell me a little bit of how God worked in your life to bring you here?
Okay, yeah, we're in our 15th year here at HAFF, and the process really started when we first got married. We had decided when we got married that we would work until we were in our mid-50s, and then we would go do something that served the Lord. We didn't know what it was. We didn't at the time. That was one of our goals. We had 6 adopted children, all adopted at older ages and all foreign adoptions. So that prepared us for some of the cultural differences. Our kids were always a minority in their communities, so we dealt with some of that. We dealt with languages, different languages, being able to speak different languages. Not that we did, but our kids had to deal with that. So in a lot of ways, those are the kind of things that God did to prepare us for coming to Haiti. One of our interests in Haiti came about because our youngest daughter was Haitian. And so through interest in Haiti, through her, we made connections with people that were on staff at HAFF at the time, and actually came to visit. Our first trip to Haiti was in the year 2000. And after our first trip, we pretty much knew that God had some purpose for us involving Haiti. We didn't know what it was, and we didn't know when it would be. But we knew that God was calling us to be involved, at least with HAFF, but we weren't sure what capacity. So.
Do you remember how we used to take walks in the evening and talk about, well, if we were in Haiti, if we were at HAFF, and there were just all these different things well before we ever really thought we'd ever be at HAFF.
Yeah.
There was just kind of these fantasies of this. It was like God was helping us vision things. We hoped and we thought at that point we would be involved in agriculture a lot more than we're getting to be.
Because agriculture is what we did. We farmed for 30 years before we came to Haiti. So
Yeah.
agriculture has always been a passion for us. So that was sure. And that was one of our connections with Haiti, being this very rural setting. Just about everybody was a farmer in some way.
And we were involved in sustainable agriculture, and so that was very similar.
Yeah.
Had raised goats and chickens, many different kinds of animals. So we could always talk about stuff like that. That was always fun.
So.
But God led us, after we got here, into working more with people. But even that, having worked through our kids that were second language, and they came when they were older, they were from India, except for Rachel from Haiti. And so there were all those cultural things, and then just raising teenagers, and they had a lot of issues in their lives. I think that helped us with sensitivity and listening, and not having real high expectations for people changing fast. But still hoping and praying. And so I think that really helped too. And we enjoyed that. We found out we enjoyed that part of it a lot more than we thought. Just growing people. It's been fun.
Yeah. So God allowed you to adopt children from other ethnic backgrounds other than your own. So what were some of those ethnicities?
The first 5 kids were all from India. And then Rachel was from Haiti.
Okay.
But they were from different parts of India, so there were language differences and some cultural differences. Depending on how old, and they ranged in age from 2.5 to 13. So there was quite an age range
when
difference.
When they came, family,
yeah. So their experiences varied quite a bit depending on their age.
Okay. So God allowed you to adopt these children from different ethnic backgrounds, and then in you said 2001, he brought you to Haiti. 2000. Okay, so 21 years ago, you guys came to Haiti for a visit, and then you started thinking about how God might use you in Haiti, and and we're thinking through that. So when did you actually come here, or when did you decide that you were going to come here as missionaries?
Well, God kept working with us, as Carla said, as we would go on our walks and stuff. So it was in 2005. I was farming in partnership with my brother, and things were changing pretty rapidly in agriculture, and we were having to adjust to some of those changes.
Mm-hmm.
He had a son that was just graduating from college and wanted to come back to the farm and be part of the operation. And we realized it really wasn't big enough operation for 3 families. It was doing all right with 2. And we kind of looked at, Carla kind of looked at each other and said, this may be our opportunity to do something else.
Yeah.
So we started the process and contacted HAFF and to see if they were interested in missionaries, and we started making the transition then.
And our kids were either grown up, Rachel wasn't, so she would be dependent. Our other Indian daughter really had always wanted to be a missionary, but she's learning disabled enough so that just wasn't going to happen. We tried with different people that knew her from India and things like that, and nothing ever opened up. And then this opened up, and so it was like a real dream come true for her.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. Rachel really appreciated going back to Haiti, picked up the language really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was meaningful to her to do that.
And the timing too, everybody but Rachel had moved out of the home by the time we got ready to leave for Haiti. And we knew Rachel was coming with us anyway, and so was Becky. But Becky had actually moved out and been on her own, but she still, it was important enough to her that she wanted to come along.
Yeah.
So she came with us. The 2 girls came with us. And so November of 2006, we flew into Peon to be here for.
And we were supposed to come in October, and Colin got a melanoma on his back, and
That we discovered in our physicals to get ready to come to
our
Peon.
doctor discovered that. And so it was like, Lord, what are you doing? You know, we're all ready to go to the mission field, and now there's kind of this life-threatening disease, because it was enough so that they didn't know how deep it would be. And they had to do some special surgery in a way on it. It wasn't just like some of the ones he's had after that back that were.
And it was enough that we had to do lymph nodes and that kind of thing. But it turned out that it was not deep, it wasn't big. They were able to get it all. There wasn't anything in the lymph nodes. So a month later, we were on our way. So
That is a great story.
yeah.
So now here you are in Haiti, serving God and working for His kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, folks, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back. If you'd like to hear more of the story about what God has done since they've arrived in Haiti.